Thanks, DJ Bull. It's DJ Ash here in the WLFC Lounge with Rustik Waters. Thank you guys so much for coming in with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you also for performing those songs. We love you guys and love hearing those songs. So tell me a little about how you guys got started, where you guys came from, and how it all began.
You guys want me to take this one? I take it.
Take from the top, yeah.
Well, my name's Andy Salm. I started the band back in 2003, and with a good friend of mine, Dan Wilkinson, who happens to be Ben, our bass player's cousin. So it kind of worked out. Dan, yeah, shout out to Dan if he's listening. Hopefully he is. We spent, a better part of 13 years playing music together, and we were kind of starting to put things back together after several different fashions. And he had moved actually to Columbus, so it wasn't able to work out. And Hayden and I had kind of been playing together, 2 years ago, something like that. And then Dan had been playing drums and posting all kinds of videos and stuff on Facebook. I was like, man, we got to jam, without intent to get him in the band or anything. But as soon as we played one time, we kind of knew, like, we got to do something with this. And Rustik Waters kind of came back together. I mean, we've had, I've had, electric violin players in the band, keyboard players, and all that kind of fun stuff. But now this is by far the most comfortable I've ever been in the band, in my own band. So I've, creative control and a little bit. We all kind of have our own roles, and we have a good time with it. Yeah. That's all I can really say.
So what do you do for the band? What instrument do you play?
I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitar player, and sometimes I play a little bit of harmonica and stuff depending on the song. So.
Okay. And what instrument do you play?
I'm Hayden Sessions. I play lead guitar and backup vocals.
Okay.
Ben Phillips, bass guitar.
Dan Stimmel, and I play drums.
Awesome. And I saw that you guys have a show going on this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Tell us a little bit about that and how people can come and watch.
Friday, we will be playing up at the Ottawa Tavern. We're going to do an acoustic show, very similar to what you guys heard to hear us do live here in the studio, but we'll be opening up for a group that they're calling themselves Mixed Star Cats, which is Dave Katz, Ed McGee, and Cliff Starbuck, all guys from Acoustic Hookah and stuff over the years. They're going to do an acoustic show, and we got an hour set beforehand. Then Saturday night, we'll be over at Area 51, this really cool little bar in the middle of nowhere in Hamler. It'll be our second time back there, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
And I know we had a blast the first time. It's a really cool little place, a little gem out in the middle of nowhere. So we're gonna go have a good time over there. So
if people want to watch and come here, you guys.
Yeah, please come out. Everybody, please come out.
So where do you guys travel around to?
Ooh, well, we're getting out quite a bit these days.
Awesome.
We're
Toledo
down Springfield, Mansfield. We got a show down in Granville, just outside of Columbus.
Finley and Beach.
Yeah, Finley, BG. Yeah, just about anywhere. Any place. We'll play in a broom closet if the desire is there. We'll do it. We don't care. We have fun. So
awesome. Do you guys have any superstitions before you go and play? Is there anything like that?
I don't really.
No.
Don't play on an empty stomach.
That's a good rule.
That's right. I've been known to eat seconds before going on stage. So that's mine.
Anyone else? No, not really.
Go to the bathroom too before you start
bathroom and don't eat food.
That would be my problem.
Basic human necessities.
So where did the name Rustik Waters come from?
Well, this might be a little bit longer of a story. It comes from a couple different directions. Actually, I was thinking about that, because I was wondering if you were going to ask me that question today when I was thinking. And it kind of dawned on me. I had forgotten about it. That one of the things that helped me create the band name was actually a song by a band, Seven Mary 3, out of all bands, that I was kind of vaguely into, and they had a song called Geronimo, and there was a line in it that was, I love that rusty water like it was my favorite dog. And that's just one part of the story. The other part, there was this pond out in the middle of the field out by where I grew up, and I guess you'd call it a pond. It was kind of a hole in the ground. It looked, there was something was dynamited there. It used to be an old building, and there's these old rusty pipes that kind of stuck up in the air, and water was orange. I mean, the frogs were even orange, for crying out loud. And me and my brothers would go out there and play, and probably play in water that we probably shouldn't have been playing in when we were kids. And then my brother, he had published a poetry book at one point, and it was called Wet Rust. So all these things kind of came together. I was like, I want to call my band Rusty Water. And then when I first started the band, I proposed the idea to the guys, and they were like, well, there's more than one of us, so it should be Waters. Okay. And then there was a lead guitar player at the time, Ben Graham. He said, well, how about Rustik? I was like, man, that sounds cool. So I wrote it down, and I actually misspelled it, and I spelled it Rustik. And then I wrote it out the right way, and we kind of got looking at it. I was like, wow. The K
Wrong
is
way
actually
kinda
more
looks good.
visually pleasing, so that's kind of how it all happened. All those different factions kind of came together, and that's how we came up with the band name,
Awesome.
and it kind of stuck. And this time around, I know we were discussing it when we started playing together whether we should keep that name or not, because I guess technically I'm the only original member, but yeah, it just fits.
We
It's
had to do
us.
that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
had
to.
to do
Yeah,
it.
it just fits.
Yeah,
And we live that name, and that's just it's kind of developed who we are. At this
Awesome.
point. So.
Yeah. How would you guys describe the music that you kind of produce and perform?
You guys tell me. I just write them.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. That's a plus.
It's got a lot of personality to it, I think. too.
Yeah. I mean,
Rock influence.
rock and metal, or not metal, sorry, funk. There's some
Some
country
blues
and
in there.
bluegrass. Main thing I bring to the band is improvisational side of things, where we jam and we go different directions, and it all sounds cohesive somehow. So
Awesome.
Try to play something that anyone could listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
right,
Little
nothing
bit,
too
little
abrasive.
something for everyone.
And a lot
Very
of
middle of the
variety.
road band,
Yes. Wow. And where do you guys practice? Do you have like a set
North Baltimore.
North Ball, we practice at my house.
At your house?
Okay,
Yeah.
Right by the
My house,
railroad
yeah.
tracks.
How often do you guys meet
By
for
the
that?
elevator and the railroad track, so there's
Yeah.
plenty of noise outside.
We
don't have to
meet
worry about
at least once a week. So
Yeah.
Okay.
if we can get 2 or 3 in, we try to. Yeah, Dan's house is set up by far the best practice facility. He took what should be a living room and turned it into a practice room and soundproofed the walls and stuff
Wow,
like that.
awesome.
So, but luckily in the neighborhood that you live in, Dan, I mean, heck, if anything, we just get an audience. People just come down in the summertime. We open up.
Nobody calls the cops.
And nobody
Shut
calls
up,
the cops.
Deaconville.
Yeah. Actually, the one time we were playing in the garage practicing in Dan's garage, the police kind of rolled by real slow with the windows down. You could tell they were
Right.
enjoying it. They weren't upset. They weren't going to do anything. So, and maybe if we were screaming and cussing and doing all that kind of stuff, they might have done something. But we try to, like we were just saying, we try to do that middle of the road kind of thing.
Right.
I've over the years have had children as young as 5 to people as old as 85 at the shows dancing, sometimes at the
gosh.
same time. So you know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of a little bit
Wide
for everybody.
variety.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And-
definitely. That's good to have. And so I saw that you guys have a Facebook page that people can see all of your different songs on there and stuff like that. Do you have any other social medias that they can find you on?
Got Instagram.
We're on
as a matter of fact.
Instagram?
A bunch of pictures
YouTube?
and stuff. Yeah,
We got a
there's a bunch of
channel
YouTube
with
stuff.
some
Yeah,
stuff on there.
yeah, that's still up. We haven't been really too active on it, but because we haven't recorded a whole lot of our own
Facebook
stuff.
mainly.
Yeah, mostly
Mainly
Facebook.
Check out Facebook. That's all your events.
Like
And
us on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yep. Give us that like and all that fun stuff. And,
It's just Rustik Waters, right?
Yep, Rustik
Okay, so
Waters.
be sure
Yep.
to add them on there. And do you guys have any dreams for the future? Like, where do you want to see yourselves go?
Play.
To
Yeah.
top.
I just want to be playing music with these guys when I'm like 70.
Yeah,
At time.
Yeah.
Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Rustic
This
on
is
the
the
rocks.
edge. This is Red
Rustik
Rocks.
on the rocks. All right, is there anything else that you guys would like to add in? Any last words? Anything you want to say?
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and we really
a
enjoyed
lot of
having you
fun.
guys here.
Yeah, this is
Thank you.
one of the cooler things that I've gotten to do in my music career. So thank you.
Awesome. Good.
Thank
We're
you so
glad
much.
to have you guys here.